Hello everybody, welcome back to another lesson of B1 Empower Richmond. So we are going to talk about the main course. So first of all, we are going to talk about some revision. So the revision is about simple past. So can you remember simple past? So let's have a review on it. So in simple past, we are having one example here. He lived in Fiji in 1976. So we use simple past to talk about a completed action in a time before now. And also the time of the action can be in the recent past or the distant past. An action duration is not important. So what is the structure forming the simple past tense? First of all, let's go for the affirmative, as we call it positive sentences. So look at the chart. We are having subject plus verb plus ed. Normally we use that structure. So, like, I skipped. What about the negative form? So, we are having subject plus did not and plus infinitive without to. Let's go for one example. They didn't go. The last one is question form. Did plus subject plus infinitive without to. Let's go for one example. Did she arrive? So here we have the time line of past simple. There is one example here, like I went there in 2006. As you see, we are having three main time: past, now, and future. We are not going to talk about now and future. The focus is on past. So for past simple, everything happened in the past. Now let's jump to past perfect, the focus of the grammar of today. So first of all, let's talk about it. Why do we use past perfect? First, to show that something happened before another action in the past. Again, we are going to talk about past. Another usage of past perfect is to show that something happened before a specific time, again in the past. So here we have a timeline, another timeline, but focusing on past perfect. Let's start with one example. The film had started before we arrived. So again, we have past, present, and future. Again, we are not talking about present and future. We are talking about something which had happened in the past. So we're having two times, as you see, 8:30 and 8:45. The time which is more close to present, here 8:45 is simple past. Another one which is 8:30, more close to past, is past perfect. So let's go for the forming. Subject plus had plus past participle. The first one was for affirmative, as we call it, positive statements. Now let's go for the question. How to make a question in past perfect. Had plus subject plus past participle. Do not forget to use question mark. Now let's go for the negative form. You can see subject plus had plus not plus past participle. Do not forget to use the not here after had. So we are having some examples. I had asked, I had seen, we had run, they had cut. There is one table here, verb form. You can see 3 columns here. First one is present, second one is past, and the last one, the third one, is past participle. You have this table at the end of your main course book, B1 in Power. You have the table full of these words, the verbs I mean. So look at the present part, the present column. We have ask, see, run, and catch. Second column, as we have it in book, with the name of verb to, it has asked, saw, run, and cut. But the last part with the name of verb 3 in your book, which we call it past participle, is asked, seen, run, and cut. So keep it in your mind. They are different. The column with the title of past is different from past participle. So we use past perfect for the earlier of 2 past actions. We use when. Let's go for one example. When the police arrived, the thief had escaped. So be careful. It doesn't matter in which order we say the 2 events. The following sentence has the same meaning. We changed the first part, the first clause, with the second one. As you can see here, the thief had escaped when the police arrived. So they have the same meaning, but the place is changed. Let's go for a punctuation tip. It is kind of important. When you begin a sentence with a time expression, put a comma after the first part of the sentence. Like that one. After I used the phone, I paid the bill. So another example. Be careful. The Romans spoke Latin. We cannot say the Romans had spoken Latin. Why? Because if there's only a single event, we don't use the past perfect, even if it happened a long time ago. So clearly this sentence is simple past. So past perfect with before. How to use the word before here? We can also use the past perfect followed by before to show that an action was not done or was incomplete when the past simple action happened. Look at the example. They left before I'd spoken to them. Sadly, the author died before he'd finished the series. So let's go for the other adverbs. We have already, we have still, we have just, and the rest of them. We often use the adverbs already when before the specified time. I called his office, but he'd already left. Still, as previously. it still hadn't rained at the beginning of May. Let's go for just. A very short time before the specified time. One example here. I went to visit her when she just moved to Berlin. Here we have ever and never. First, let's go for ever. We use ever at any time before the specified time. Had you ever visited London when you moved there? Or it was the most beautiful photo I'd ever seen. What about never? We use never at no time before the specified time with the past perfect. Example: I'd never met anyone from California before I met Jim. So here we have some examples. Look at the examples, read them, and try to guess the answer. So of course I will tell you the answer, but I need you to think. When she enrolled, or when she enrolled, so the second one is the short form for had enrolled. When she enrolled, or when she enrolled on the course, she had never studied a foreign language before. What do you think? What is the correct answer? Let's think about it. All right. Yes, when she enrolled. Let's go for number 2. When I closed the door, I realized that I left, or I left my keys inside. Let's guess which one is the correct one. Yes, the past participle one. Number 3, she looked really sad, but I didn't know what happened, or what had happened, or what had happened. Guess. Yes, the second one. Number 4. Did Sai already leave when you rang the doorbell? Or had Sai already left when you rang the doorbell? Which one? Good. The second one, the past perfect one. Number 5. This is the oldest building in the town. It was built over 2,000 years ago, or it had been built. It means it had been built over 2,000 years ago. Be careful about this one. Guess the answer. Yes, it was built over 2,000 years ago. Number 6. By the time I moved in, they finished the building work, or they'd finished the building work. It means they had finished the building work. Guess the correct answer. Yes, the past perfect. They had finished the building work. Number 7. I opened the door and went inside. Or I opened the door and had gone inside. Which one? Yes, clearly went inside. And number 8, and the last one. I looked in the letter box yesterday and the letter still didn't arrive or hadn't arrived. Which one is the correct answer? Yes, the past perfect one. Very good. So Here we have a link, a YouTube link, which is a video, very useful video. Please watch it. It's a kind of conversation, and learn something more and enjoy it. It's a kind of interesting one. And also here I have some questions. You need to read them, choose the correct answer, and also you can send them to your teachers. But you have the answer key here, so you can check it by yourself. So at the end, I have 5 pages of homework. Please answer them, fill in the blanks. Sometimes you need to change some sentences. Sometimes you need to rewrite some sentences. Choose the best options and send them to your teacher as your homework. Please do not forget to send these exercises, this homework to your teacher, and do not hesitate. If you have any question, ask your teachers and your advisors. I wish you health and luck. Stay at home and take care of yourself. See you with another lesson, and goodbye.